Piper Legacies and Legends dance team. Ladies and gentlemen, please give one more round of applause for our Piper High School Legacies dance team. We would also like to recognize our amazing Piper Cheer. Cheerleader of the Week is Ella Elizondo. The Piper Cheer team is under the direction of Emmy Herrick, with assistance by Kelly Hogue. Joining us from San Antonio, Texas, please welcome your 2023 Bands of America Regional Class Champion, U.S. Bands Hill Country Regional Champion, and UIL State-bound Piper High School Band of Warriors. The Band of Warriors 2023 show is entitled Checkmate and features the music of Edward Elgar as well as selections by James Horner from A Beautiful Mind and Bicentennial Man. Inspired by the next chapter in the amazing journey of our band, the show depicts the kings and queens of the chessboard engaged in battle. Please enjoy the depiction of the chess match as you look for the winner in the end. This Piper High School halftime is proud to welcome drum majors Jonathan Dooley, Aaron De La Garza, Alani Perez, Avery Tran, and the Piper High School Band of Warriors. The Piper Band of Warriors is under the direction of band director Evan Barry and assistant directors Alan Connor and Scott Lowe. The color guard is under the direction of John Arroyo. Piper Ranch Middle School directors are Dane Vereen, Kendall Tucker, and Lane Palmer. Band section of the week is our parents. You made it happen at BOA, at area, and for our students all season. We love you and thank you. The Band of Warriors are proud to be sponsored by our Warrior-level corporate sponsors, Triumph Construction and Engineering, and Triton Operators. The Piper Band would also like to thank our most supportive administration for their assistance along the way for this school year. Let's go, Warriors!
Hey, band.
Hey, band.
Hey, band. Superintendent Steve Snell.
It's Megan Parson, board president and super proud band mom.
Principal Ellison here. Congratulations on making it to state. I am super proud of you guys. First time qualifying for state for Liberty Hill since 1983.
Just want to congratulate you on making the state marching contest. It is a lot of hours and a lot of hard work, and I'm so proud of you guys.
Congrats on making it to state. So excited to watch on Monday. Y'all earned this. Y'all worked so hard.
I know you guys are going to do amazing on Monday.
Can't wait to watch you march Monday, 1:30. Panther Nation, show up and support the band.
And go Panthers!
Go band!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the award-winning Liberty Bells and Stars with guests the Liberty Hill Middle School All-Star and Santa Rita Middle School Pantherettes. The bells are directed by Kenna Priore. This year's officers are Milena Flores, co-captain Avery Gunther, and junior lieutenants Natalie Blay and Carly Hudnall. Bell's social officers are Frankie Muscat, Olivia Federley, and President Brooklyn Harris. This year's JVCs are Addison Hilburn and Ella Turner. The Bells would like to give a special shout out to their diamond and platinum sponsors, Center Stage Dance, Golf Cart King, H.L. Chapman, Heller Landscaping, Move Dance and Fitness, Hamco, Richards Electric, Sungrow Landscape, and Turner Reed Construction. The Belle of the Week is Valeria Parades. The Star of the Week is Hillary Munoz. The All-Star of the Week is Shelby Ravel. And the Pantherette of the Week is Bright Lowry. Tonight, the dance teams of Liberty Hill ISD have come together to perform a routine to the song, Take Care of You.
I know you're hurting, I know it's rough, I know you've seen so many things to mess you up. I know I'm learning, I know I'm young, but when don't hit the fan, I'll be the one. Oh, take care of you. Oh, take care of you. And I know that things that no one else will do. You know the things that no one else will do. Take care of you. Take care of you.
Now entering the field is the pride of Liberty Hill, the Liberty Hill Panther Band. Tonight, the Panther Band is joined by the 8th grade band students from Liberty Hill Middle School and Santa Rita Middle School. We are so excited to see this many band students on the field tonight. Let's give it up for all these band students. The directors at Liberty Hill Middle School are Michelle Scrogie and Madison Williams. The directors at Santa Rita Middle School are Lisa Hill and John Perrin. The directors of Liberty Hill High School are Josh Munoz, Ashlyn Turner, Justin Zimmerman, and Evan Turner. Tonight, the combined middle school and high school bands will be playing Jump On It. That's
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's 50-50 time. Get your 50-50 raffle tickets out. Tonight's winning amount will be $334. That winning ticket number is 800-9700. Once again, that winning ticket is 800-9700. The winner can collect their $334 by the front gate on the south side of the home stands. One last time, that winning ticket for $334 is 800-9700. Good luck. Our third quarter sponsor is going to be Two Branded. Shop local for all of your Panther spirit wear. From short sleeves, long sleeves, winter gear, and more, we've got you covered. Right off Highway 29 next to Prosperity Bank. Come to visit Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Two Branded.
Test, test, test. Here we go.
Hey, Panther Nation. The Liberty Hill Bells and Stars booster.
Back here to get ready to start the second half. Tim Dean here with my crew doing the game. They've been very helpful. I want to thank Jack Spina for running the cameras and Tyler I'm going to mess it up.
Ulcis. You wouldn't be the first one or the last one.
You've been dealing with it probably since elementary school.
For my whole life, I had a substitute gym teacher in 5th grade mispronounce it and say useless. So that you didn't say that, and I really appreciate it.
Oh no!
And as a 5th grader, yep, that stings.
That stings, and then all the kids pile on with that, right?
Yep, of course.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. And you haven't changed your name yet. So.
I haven't. No.
So, but Tyler, what does Liberty Hill need to try to do coming into the second half?
I think we saw a little bit of it in the end of the first half, limiting their penalties first and foremost. As long as they can start off at 1st and 10 and stay at 1st and 10, not have 1st and 15, 1st and 20, I think that's a good start. The second thing they need to do, they have to get a little bit more push up front, find those holes up in the middle, and get those 6, 7, 8 yard runs. We haven't really seen many of them. They're not finding anything outside. The Piper defense is really just swarming them at every turn, but if they can get their ground game going up and more north and south, I think that's going to be really positive and building that momentum and getting some points on the board. Defensively, I think they're in a good spot, specifically the end of that first half with the interception. And again, the first 2 drives is where Piper got those 12 points. Since then, complete shutout. I think they're pretty well off there. They just have to hold firm. They can't vary too much.
And Tyler, I'll tell you right now, 12 points given up by Liberty Hill in a half. This is probably the least amount of points they may have given up in a half most of the season. So you're right. The defense is playing well enough. The offense is just not being able to capitalize. Again, they still have not picked up a first down running a play. They picked up 2 first downs by penalties only. And I've never, ever seen a Liberty Hill team not pick up a first down in the first half like that. So it is incredible to me that, and a big kudos to Piper's coaching staff preparing this defense to go against this Liberty Hill team. And I will tell you, Greg Ceriti, if you're listening again, the Liberty Hill didn't win the toss to start the game, but Piper won the toss and elected to receive.
Can we give him half credit for that?
Yeah, maybe half credit. So Liberty Hill is getting the ball to start the second half right where they wanted to be. So here we go. They got the ball. Fair caught by Sebastian Evans, and it's going to come out to the 25-yard line. That's where Liberty Hill will start this drive.
And we'll see what adjustments were made to kind of set the tone here. First drive, so you got to think maybe some kind of script going into this drive. And let's see if they can create some first downs at minimum.
Ball's on the turf. It's loose. Liberty Hill gets it back. No, it's still a scrum, and it looks like Piper has the ball. The handoff exchange completely came out. Wasn't even close.
Liberty Hill fumble recovered.
And
by number 48, Hiram McCarthy.
I was just about to say the coaching staff does a great job at prepping or making adjustments at halftime, but the Pittsford to Pittsford exchange, Joe came off the field just pointing to his chest like it was his fault, and coughs it up to Piper. Not the start that you wanted in the second half. Ball's on the 28. Screenplay on the left, has blockers out in front. Gets run out of bounds about the 12 or 13 yard line to Brady Hopper. Well-designed screenplay.
And just like that, we're 16 seconds into this,
Number 32, Brady Hopper.
and Piper didn't even receive the ball, and yet they have first and 10 inside the red zone. Horrendous start.
There's that running play. Hopper gets the ball, gets a cut in, and he gets into the end zone for a touchdown.
Number 32, Brady Hopper carries 12 yards for the Warrior touchdown.
I gotta say, there wasn't too much resistance there from the Liberty Hill defense, and again, you can only do so much on a defense. It's a bend don't break mentality, and sooner or later you're on the field so much you kind of have to break sometime.
The extra point attempt is up and good, and it was Brady Hopper on the extra point. And interesting, Brady didn't start off kicking in this game for Piper. It was Daniel Miranda, and we were maybe wondering why they didn't attempt that field goal at the end of the second half. It might be because that there's a kicker issue right now. That extra point barely made it over the crossbar.
Yeah, because you and I were discussing fourth and 11, 4th and 12 there, and they were going for it at the end of the half. That was a pretty gutsy call, and perhaps we found out why.
Piper now leading 19-10. Going to be returned about the 6. It's across the 20 to the 23-yard line. That is Jack Pitchford on the return. Offense comes back onto the field.
Jack Pitchford tackled at the 24-yard line by number 1, John.
I think if you're Pitchford, you got to get that out of your mind. Short memory here. Reset the clock. 1st and 10. You're down 9. Gotta erase those costly mistakes.
And off, and it's going to be a loss of 1 on the play. It's like Piper knows the plays.
Knows the plays, knows the snap count, knows everything. It seems.
It's like that it's like we're playing Michigan, where they had to know all the play calls.
Mm-hmm. Someone check the ticket sales from previous games.
Yeah, that's right. Check the ticket sales. And off to Carter, right up the middle. No, but gain of 1. This Piper defense is just, I've just never seen in all my years of calling Liberty Hill football a defense that has been able to stuff every gap that Liberty Hill is attempted to run through and in. Pass play, Pitchford rolling out, looking downfield, throws it downfield, and it's going to be intercepted. There was no receiver anywhere around, and Piper has the ball inside the 25-yard line.
I gotta say, would you venture to guess that Liberty Hill has 50 yards of offense? I don't know. Just based off of running.
No, they do not have 50 yards of offense at all. They do not have a first down in this game, other than 2 penalty first downs. Incomplete pass, in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Isaiah Champagne.
Number 19, Isaiah Champagne falls incomplete. Coverage by number 2, Kendrick Hicks. Second down, 10.
Man, second straight drive inside the 30 for Piper.
And off to Hopper, right-hand side, and he has running room, has the first down, gets tackled at the 5. It'll be 1st and goal for the Warriors.
Oh, we do have a flag in the backfield.
Oh, there it is. This is coming back.
Holding. 74 offense. 10-yard penalty. Still second down.
There have been a ton of penalties, most of them against Liberty Hill.
Second down, 20.
Incomplete pass. Heavy pressure from Jacob Morris, forcing South to throw the ball early.
And it wasn't a backwards pass either. Coaches on the near side here trying to tell him to keep going, keep going. That was indeed a forward pass. We had a great angle here.
Incomplete. Third down, 20.
Liberty Hill has Piper in 3rd and 20. If they could stop him here, it would be helpful. Flush out of the pass. South throws it downfield towards his receivers. Incomplete pass to bring up 4th down. We already know they don't have a kicker that can do this, so they're going to go for it. So it'll be 4th down and 20, and they're just going to go for it. Liberty Hill has not shown any signs of life on offense. Why wouldn't you, right? Just try to even pick up some yards or get close. You know, they've been throwing it up in the air and taking a chance, and you might see that little inside handoff again that they've been doing on a sort of a motioning one way and handing off back the other direction. Might see that. It's been successful and it's safe, right? You're not throwing it up on 4th down,
right?
Which resulted in a pick 6, and Piper's going to talk about it, call a timeout.
Delay game. Offense.
Actually, it took a delay of game. That means they're going to punt it.
Perhaps get a little cushion there. Try and do a little coffin corner, perhaps.
Yep,
take a sky high.
They're gonna
get it down there. I mean,
they're gonna punt the ball
inside your 40. But again, it's not
a bad play.
It's not a bad play, but you've also kind of assumed a 3 and out by your defensive standards too for the night. So I wouldn't have been surprised if they did go for it. And just a little chip shot here.
It worked out perfect for Piper as it bounces inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A great decision by Piper to do that.
That's the luxury you have when your defense is playing as well as it is.
29 yards, be 1st and 10 Liberty Hill from the own 9-yard line.
Liberty Hill just has to come up with something 90 yards away now.
Well, they've shown, the offense has shown no signs of life whatsoever the entire game. Here we are in this 3rd quarter of play. Liberty Hill still yet to pick up a first down on plays. Handoff to Carter. He picks up 5 yards on first down, probably his longest gain of the game.
Number 28, Ben Carter, carries 4 or 5 yards, tackled by number 25, Caden Wise. Second down, 5.
Hand off to Seaborn, and he picks up a yard. It'll bring up another 3rd down, 3rd and 4.
One of the few 3rd and manageables Liberty Hill's seen tonight.
Well, the way the offense is running tonight, it's not manageable, Tyler. And under a normal circumstance, game, I would tell you yes. But right now, it's not manageable. And Piper is. Their defense is playing amazing. Pitch to Joe, and the defense is all over him. It's a big loss on the play. Loss of 7.
You know, and he even had blockers in front of him, but just they overpowered the blockers and really didn't get anywhere. And again, loss of yardage there brings him back to now 4th and 12.
4th down, 13.
Things start to get a little shaky when your punter's that far in his own end zone. Got to be extra careful here.
Oh, and he's dropped it, but he picks it up. But they're still going to have very good field position at the Liberty Hill 44-yard line.
Number 13, Jackson Hubbard, tackle for no gain. Number 80, Kyle Evans.
So were you expecting a defensive struggle coming into this game?
No, not at all. Matter of fact, I was expecting Liberty Hill coming off last week and having all their running backs back to be clicking, and with Piper throwing the ball mostly, I expect them to give up a lot of points, and that's not been the case. There's that flip to Hopper. It's where the quarterback starts to go one direction and hands off to the running back going the other direction. And sometimes there's air between the quarterback. It's not even a handoff. Sort of just flips it.
Yeah, it's almost that toss play. You usually see them go on jet sweeps and they kind of toss it forward.
They did it sort of again, and Hopper is off to the races, and he is going to score.
Number 32, Brady Hopper carries 38 yards for the Viper touchdown.
And Tyler, that we could see it developing from up here, and it actually develops slow. It's not a quick hitting play. It develops pretty slowly, and it's worked for them several times.
I say that's maybe half dozen times we've seen that, and he starts out east and west and just is very patient, very slow and methodical, and then just hits the hole. Yeah, very slow developing
Kicked
now.
the extra point that time, and it extends the lead to 26-10 with 7 minutes left to go. Playing like this is not how you want to go into the playoffs. Playing a game like this, not looking well at all on offense, and the defense has been on the field most of the game. So it's not really a big surprise that we start to see them giving up some yardage at this point in the game, but since they really played on the field most of the first half.
Gotta say, it's maybe, I like to see time of possession. It's maybe 70-30, 80-20 split in favor of the visitors. Just for time of possession, it's really been a long time out there for the defense. You get a little break during halftime, but you come out and give up the ball right away on the first play. Defensively, you're just going right back out there.
Little pooch kick and caught the 48-yard line.
Onside kick recovered by number 25, Caden Cockburn. 1st and 10, Liberty Hill from their own 48-yard line.
If Liberty Hill's going to make a game for it, this is the drive that they have to try to put it together and get down the field and get a touchdown. Joe Pitchford on a run, the pickup 7. that may be the longest run of the game that
Joe
wasn't
Pittsburgh
negated by a
carries forward, 7
penalty
yards,
for
second
Liberty
number
Hill.
45, Leighton Lopez,
And that's
second
crazy. I
down.
just said 7 yards, and
Long
it's,
three.
again, maybe the longest run.
You saw the full mass of offensive linemen keep churning, keep moving their feet forward to get all 7 of those yards.
Jack trying to get to the sideline, loses some yards, so all the yards that he picked up, they lose on one play. Now it's 3rd and 11.
Jack Pittsburgh pushed out of bounds at the 46-yard line, 3rd down 11.
And what was incredible, it wasn't one defender that was out this direction, Tyler. It was multiple defenders that almost as if they knew that play was coming, which is crazy. The running backs went one direction, hand off to Ben Carter up the middle, gain of 2. Another 4th down, punt unit back onto the field.
Exactly, like you said, the guy setting the edge had his backup, who also had more backup. Like it was really a fake, and he almost faked me. Pitchford almost faked me out, and then didn't fake the defense out though. It was really just diagnosed from the start.
Punting for Liberty Hill, number 1, Connor Hawkins back deep for Piper. Number 13, Jackson Hopper.
Punts away. And doesn't take a Liberty Hill bounce. It takes a Piper bounce. They're going to have this drive starting on the 31-yard line, and Piper is like a shark in the water and smelling the blood, wanting to put Liberty Hill away, and they very may well do it if they score here.
And we were talking about this just being a high-scoring game, or what we were expecting to be a high-scoring game. Piper has a chance to kind of cement their status in the district and going into playoffs on a high here.
We may see more running plays now from Piper. First off, they've been successful on those plays, and second of all, it's just going to run clock for them, right? So
2nd down 9.
that's what they want to do right now, is eat up as much clock as they can, which is what they're doing. 3rd down and long, 3rd and 8.
Jake Hopper carries for 1 yard. Tackled by Samuel Knox. 3rd down 8.
And again, it's really because they can afford to, because their defense has been playing so well. They really have an opportunity just to kind of milk the clock down and really avoid any injuries. And it's crazy to think we're talking about that with 4.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter.
Right.
Already salting the game away. But their defense has been playing so well.
Quarterback's going to throw it, and receiver fell down, so incomplete pass. 4th down, and Piper's sending their punt unit onto the field.
23, Trayvon Williams. 4th down and 8.
Yeah, not too much aggression on that play calling, really the entire drive. So, like you said, Tim, I think we're going to see a little bit more runs, a little less down the field.
Nobody back for Liberty Hill. Maybe the block beyond here. Yeah, they're coming for it. Nope. Didn't get to him, didn't get close. And it takes a Piper bounce. Wow,
Jeez.
Everything's just going right for the Warriors.
Trying to think of something, maybe penalty yards, but you got to say they've really been limited by that from offensive perspective. They got a couple pass interferences, but man, I don't know one facet of the game that they're winning. They're tied in the turnover battle.
This is a Piper team that won 2 or 3 games on the entire season last year. Liberty Hill beat them by 30 points. Joe Pitchford picking up 2 yards.
What do you think this does to the Liberty Hill offensive
3 yards.
mentality? You scored, what, 80 points last week, and now you come into this one only scoring 10? What is it? And then you have to play a playoff game after this.
Ball's on the turf, and Piper recovers.
Now they're losing the turnover battle. Jeez.
Fumble snap recovered by number 4, David Huntsman. 1st and 10, Piper.
This is offensively of all my years watching and calling these games, this is the and I hate to use the worst I've seen the offense perform, but I don't have another adjective other maybe than ineffective, because they've not been effective at all. Piper going toward the end zone, and a penalty flag. It's interference on the Panthers. It's going to, after the penalty mark off, it'll be 1st and goal from the 5.
Pass interference. Defense, number 12. 15 yards, previous spy. Automatic. First.
And just a completely, again, is definitely not even close to the team we saw last week.
You know, back when I was in high school playing sports, this was one that the coaches would call a throwaway film game. You don't look at the film, you don't even dwell on it too much. You get 24 hours to sit and think about it, and then it's on to practice, it's on to the next game up mentality. I think this is what Liberty Hill has to do after this game.
The Wildcat play. Hopper trying to run it in, gets inside the 5, down to the 1 yard line.
Number 32, Brady Hopper carries 4 yards, tackled by number 46, Ray Hargrove.
And they're going to stay with the same formation. Jake South is out of the game. The quarterback that's played most of the game so far. Still the Wildcat. Ball's on the turf. Jake Stryken is in the game now at quarterback. Jake South is out.
Got a flag on this near side.
Be a 5-yard penalty against the Warriors.
Penalty to play is a false start against.
And the way this game has been, you know, Greg said something about it a little bit earlier, you know, when he texted me. It's 26-10, but it feels like it's a 40-point difference, just the way that these two teams have performed and how Liberty Hill has not been able to move the ball. Matter of fact, their touchdown was by a pick 6, and that is another touchdown run for Brady Hopper.
Carries 7 yards for the Warrior touchdown.
Got to agree with Greg. Could you believe before that last play, it was a 2-possession ball game? Just 16 points.
Now the lead is extended to 33-10.
Converts the extra point. With 2:35 remaining in the third quarter, our score is Liberty Hill, Piper 33, Liberty Hill 10.
Not a lot of positives coming out of this game. It's all negatives. The only thing that I saw, two things that saw positive almost this so far, we're not even in the fourth quarter, was the 45-yard field goal by Connor Hawkins and the pick six. And who did you say were the pick six again, Spina? It was Garrett Lindgren on the pick six at the end of the first half.
Kicking for Piper, number 81, Daniel Miranda. Back deep for Liberty Hill, number 7, Jack Pitchford.
Short return by DJ Seaborn.
And it's offense, it's defense, special teams too.
DJ Seaborn tackled by number 18, Chase.
Last
Keeney.
two drives have ended up in turnovers.
10.
I think
Liberty Hill from their own
two of the last
27-yard
three
line.
for Liberty Hill. 2.5 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Down 33-10. Ben Carter on the carry, pick up a 4, maybe 5. Pick up a 4.
Ben Carter carries 4 yards.
Talk about the Piper defense,
Tackled by number
only
30.
giving up 21 a game,
Yolino Spina.
holding Liberty Hill under
Second
that.
and 6.
Really on pitching a shutout if you think about it. Besides, well, the 3 points, they give up the 3 points, and then the pick six, can't really fault the defense for that. So only 3 points given up by them.
Hand off to Seaborn, left-hand side. He just has nowhere to go.
No.
They're just... And you know all the future opponents for Liberty Hill is going to watch this tape
DJ Seaborn
and
tackled
see
for a
what
4-yard loss.
Piper
13, Jackson Hopper.
schematically is doing against Liberty Hill to stifle this entire offense.
I'm gonna say this defensive tape is gonna be like gold to the opponents, really. But it's on that team to replicate it. I don't know if there's another team that is athletic as Piper is, and just the speed that they're playing with tonight is unreal.
Jack Pitchford keeps it. Doesn't pick up the first down.
Looks like we got a flag in the backfield. A couple guys pushing and shoving. I think this might
There's
actually
a
be
penalty
on
on the play.
Piper.
I think it is too, and it's Liberty will pick up their third first down of the game, all by penalty.
First and 10.
That
Liberty
young
Hill
man
on their
that-
own 47-yard line.
Getting a stern talking to on the sideline after they pulled him out of the game for what was a senseless penalty. Joe Pitchford inside handoff, pickup of 3 yards, maybe 4.
Gotta say, it's interesting to watch this defensive line try and get through. They're really not doing anything special. They're just getting a lot lower than the offensive line, I think, right now, and kind of using their swim moves to get into the gaps, or at least kind of act as a deterrent and shift the line a certain way. And right there, getting ankle tackled.
Pick up another 2, but still, that's the last play of the third quarter. We'll be going to the fourth quarter here shortly.
Joe Pitchford carries
I want
for
to talk
2
about
yards.
A&W Waterwell Service, owned and operated by the Ward family, who have resided in the Liberty Hill community since 2006. A&W Waterwell Service offers installation and repair of solar wells, storage tanks, constant pressure systems,
Our fourth quarter
pressure tanks, and
sponsor
all
is
submersible
Gage
pumps. Give them a
Construction.
call for all your water well
Family
needs at
owned and operated.
512-778-5655. That's
is a
A&W
leader
Water
in
Well
protecting
Service.
and providing
Also, a big
value-added
shout out to another
utilities
sponsor,
and
Leander
installation
Honda.
services to our customers.
Leander Honda is your
Contact us
hometown Honda
today
dealer. If you're looking for a
for
new
your
vehicle or
excavation,
want to
utility
trade it
contracting,
in,
and equipment hauling needs.
go and see them. Mention hearing this ad for an additional $500 off your trade-in. It is the start of the fourth quarter. Liberty Hill down 33-10. Story of the game is Liberty Hill's inability on offense to move the ball or even pick up a first down on any running play. They've picked up 3 first downs by my count on penalties, but have yet to run an offensive play to pick up a first down. Unheard of.
What do we say? The longest play is 7?
Third down. And again, not going to do it. The Piper defense again looks as if they knew exactly where the play was going.
Joe Pitchford stopped for
Another fourth
no gain.
down, and the offense is just going to stay on the field at this point.
Tripped up by number 43, Dwyer Gladstone.
4th and 3.
4th down, 4.
Under normal circumstances, I would say 4th and 3 is a play that I felt Liberty Hill could get the yardage. Now, not sure, but it would be nice for them to pick up a first down and try to build on something. Pass play, Pitchford across the middle. It's complete to Harrison for a first down. The first down for Liberty Hill. Jet Harrison on the catch. His brother
Pitchford's pass complete.
Jackson
Number 88,
Harrison may
Jet
be
Harrison
listening
gets
in
12 yards and a Panther first down.
from his college dorm room. Another pass play attempted. Pitchford throws it up in the air, and it is intercepted off the hands of a Liberty Hill offensive player into the hands of a Piper
Pitchford's pass is intercepted
defensive
by
player,
number 19, Isaiah
and
Shamrock.
Piper's going to take over on another Liberty Hill turnover.
On the 4-yard line.
The body language from the Panthers on the sideline is something I've never seen before. Empty backfield from the 4-yard line. Interesting call. But they're going to run that play again where they flip it into a running back out in the slot. And again, it doesn't look that complicated from here, Tyler, but I know it is.
Second down, 10.
It just is so slow developing, and it just looks so easy to detect. Incomplete pass.
Yes, it's slow to develop, but just the execution of it doesn't matter. Really the speed. It's just so well executed. You can't stop it. You might know it's coming, but you just can't do anything about it. We've seen, I'd say, close to a dozen times now.
Incomplete pass. It'll bring up 4th down for Piper.
South pass, number
10 minutes,
16,
19
Andrew
seconds
Time,
left to go in the game.
4th down, 10.
Piper up 33-10 over the Liberty Hill Panthers.
I want to ask as this is my first Liberty Hill game,
Sure.
is there any point in the season where that would even compare, come close to this type of feeling, this type of body language?
No, not at all. And in every game this year, maybe minus the one that I missed earlier this season, even when they were down, they never quit. They were down a couple of touchdowns on a couple of games and came back and won the game early in the season.
Roger Lopez
But because of this one being such the inability to move the ball, that they were in the ball game to start the second half.
Yeah.
And now I just feel like they're so dejected. And they're probably very perplexed as to why they can't. And it will take some time of going back and looking at some film. The coaches will do that immediately first thing in the morning to start looking at it to see what was it that we just was causing these issues. But it's not just one issue, it's all over the field.
And I think it's also goes beyond the film too. You have to get the mentality of your guys back into a good, get them into a good headspace going into the playoffs.
Third down, 4.
Can't say too much about the mental aspects of sports, and just kind of the belief has to be there from all teammates.
It'll be the second first down for Liberty Hill as Ben Carter carries the ball across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Number 28, Ben Carter carries for 7
9 minutes left to go in this game.
First and 10, Liberty Hill from the Warrior 19-yard line.
Just a quarterback sneak right up the middle, which picks up 3 yards, which is good for Liberty Hill based on what's been happening so far offensively.
Jack Pitcher carries for 2 yards, second down, 8.
Two yards, second and 8. Inside handoff to Carter again. Maybe 2 more yards, bring up 3rd and 6.
And we see blockers getting to the second levels. It's just they're so quick in filling right behind those blockers and kind of subverting themselves, getting ankle tackles and getting hands on the ball carrier just to slow them up. It's just the speed at which they move.
Jack Pitchford on the pass throw was overthrew his receiver. Brings up 4th down and 6. Offense will just stay on the field and
incomplete. 4th down, 6.
Jack Pitcher's just going to run it, and he's going to be close to the first down. I think he has it at the 9. We'll bring up 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
Really heads up play, knowing where the line was. Add some extra oomph to the end of that run. With 4 hyper defenders in the area. It's one of those angry runs that you see.
First and goal. Hand off to Carter again.
Joe Pitchford carries for 2 yards, stripped up by number 4, David
Pitchford,
Huntsman.
short gain.
Second down, goal.
Second and goal from the 7. Jack Pitford's going to keep it. Gets to the 3. Bring up third and goal. 6.5 minutes left to go until this game is over.
Jack Pitchford carries forward 4 yards, tackled by number 25, Caden Glass. Third down, goal from the 3.
Inside handoff, gets to the 1-yard line. I think that's Ben Carter.
Ben Carter carries forward 2 yards, tackled by number 34, Caleb Gale. 4th and goal from the 1.
4th and goal. Plays coming in from the sideline. Caden Cockburn bringing the play in for the Panthers.
Listen to the crowd. I like them still cheering the team on.
And quarterback sneak right up the
There it
middle. They
is.
get the touchdown. Jack Pitchford gets the push. And they get the first offensive touchdown of the game. And I guess, as Greg Ceriti says, the book says go for 2. We have yet to find the book. We have heard about the book. Jack Pitchford gets smothered up. It's not even close. And the fact that the defense is just in the backfield, it's just perplexing to me.
Jack Pitchford stopped short.
You know, you were joking about the Michigan, the
Yeah.
plays. I wouldn't be too far-fetched to say it is
No,
kind of that same situation.
It
It's
feels
uncanny.
like it. You know it's not, but it feels like as Liberty Hill sends their plays in with players, right?
Yeah.
But the coaches for Piper have done an excellent job preparing their team and done a lot of film study. A lot of that has to do with tremendous film study and looking at the Liberty Hill offensive sets. Sometimes you can pick up on stuff like how they're lined up, and then where does the quarterback open up to, and you'll start to and figure some things out. They've got tendencies. It's like tipping your signs. I think Piper has seen something and discovered something in film study. And again, I'm not going to take anything. They got some tremendous defensive players, so I'm not taking anything away from that. They have. But Liberty Hill has played bigger, stronger, faster defenses than Piper, and been successful. Onside kick attempt by Liberty Hill, and it's loose. And
Gotta say, there were a couple Panthers in the area.
Panthers say they have it. I'm not sure. And they do. Panthers have the ball. They have the ball.
Number 25, Caden Cockburn covers the onside kick. The 1st and 10 Liberty Hill from the Piper 40.
One of the reasons Liberty Hill was trying to go for 2 to pick it up, if they had picked it up, they'd have been 2 scores down. And they're 3 scores down now, but they have the ball. And it really would have been interesting, Tyler, had they converted the 2-point conversion and recovered this onside kick and then went down and scored. Exactly. That would have been crazy.
And like you said, that could be a 1-score game, and that's just crazy to think about. 1-score game after all we've talked about their inability to move forward on offense.
Handoff pickup of 5 yards. John Luke Rodriguez on the carry.
Number 5, Joe Luke Rodriguez carries
Looks
for 5
like
yards, tackled by number 48.
Liberty Hill's taking out some of their
2nd down, 5.
Their running backs, and don't want to get anybody hurt. Anybody else hurt heading into the playoffs. That's Ben Carter still in the game, and he picks up first down. Pick up a 7.
Ben Carter carries for 7 yards and a Panther first down. Tackled by number 3, Chris Vivian. First and 10, Liberty Hill from the
John Luke
Piper
Rodriguez
37.
has carried the ball a few times this year, done pretty good. Pass play by Jack Pitchford, throws it up in the air, has a man open. Joe Pitchford at the 2 or 3 yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 2. And this is where, had that 2-point conversion, Tyler,
very
we'd have been going, wait,
Joe
what?
35 yards.
What's happening?
Tackled by number 0, Reese Madigan. First and goal, Liberty Hill from the Piper 2.
And there it is a touchdown. And it's shocking to me that it could have been, had they been able to convert on the 2-point conversion, a 1-score game.
And think of how this half started out, too. First play, they get the ball and they fumble it.
Yeah.
That's a lost possession right there. They had another fumble in the third quarter.
True.
Just comes down to a couple plays that can really swing. It's crazy to say that 11 points in just a few plays could make it a even game, perhaps even take the lead.
Pick is up, and it's good, and Liberty Hill cuts the lead. (33-23 to 10). Very easily could be 33-25, a 1-score game. Liberty Hill, 4 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the game. Liberty Hill's down 33-23. It's it just boggles my brain that it's a 10-point game when it feels like Liberty Hill should be down 50. I'm not lying when I say that, Tyler.
No, this is one of those games they put the graphic up on the scoreboard, but they don't put the score, and they just show the offensive totals, and you think it's a 40-point game, and no, it's 10 points.
This is what Greg would have said that he might have said the play calling got too conservative by Piper, but I don't believe so, because that handoff play was working really well. Oh, Piper gets the ball, so it was almost recovered by Liberty Hill.
The onside kick was recovered by number 26, Cash Lang.
4 minutes, 10 seconds. Piper's just going to try to run as much clock off as they can, but still Liberty Hill has all 3 of their timeouts left, and you can bet they're going to try to use them. Brought out Jake South back out at quarterback. Not running that Wildcat type of stuff anymore. Hand off right up the middle to Hopper. Picks up 8 or 9 yards.
Brady Hopper carries.
I'm the Piper coaches. I'm a little hesitant here. It's 10 points. You just gave up a couple scores, and you bring South back into the game. That's maybe you just need a good leader back there taking snaps. You're definitely just gonna milk this clock down.
Yeah, Liberty Hill doesn't want to use their timeouts since they feel like that they're going to be able to get the ball back with enough time, and need to stop here to put them in a 3rd down situation. There's that play that's been most successful. This time, first time Liberty Hill has actually been able to stop them for a loss. It is 3rd and 5.
Tackled by number 10, Samuel Knox. 3rd down, 5.
3 minutes left now and ticking in this game.
You know, I said earlier that there wasn't anything to take away from film. I think this 4th quarter has shown a little bit, especially out of the offense, you can take to heart.
Pass play, that's a first down for Piper. And that's going to move the chains and just about seal this one. Liberty Hill down 33-23 with 2 minutes and 25 seconds left to go in this game.
Talking about number 2, Kendrick Hicks.
And off to Hopper. Panthers going to drop him for a little bit of a loss.
I think we're going to play the timeout game now.
Yep. Liberty Hill going to call a timeout. Minute 49.
Brady Hopper tackled for a 3-yard loss by number 56.
Well, Tyler, I want to thank you for coming and subbing tonight for my buddy Greg Ceriti, who is at a work function in Arizona. I mistakenly said that he was in Philadelphia or Pennsylvania in the motherland is what he calls it.
Thanks for having me. It's a bit of a drive out here, but it's a beautiful facility, beautiful landscape, and just a great fan base here too. Still a lot of them sticking around. Great band performance, of course. The state, going to the state championship band, I believe on Monday afternoon.
Yep, along with my buddy here, Jack Spina, heading to the state band contest. Jack, have you ever been to a band contest? Nope, shaking his head, and he's going to state to take pictures. He'll be down on the field, taking pictures of the performance. He will go to sleep that night of nothing but bands going off in his head. And touchdown for Piper for Brady Hopper. There's a flag down. This was coming back. Jack, you're going to hear so many bands. I've been to many band contests over my lifetime. Many. I wasn't in band.
Offense.
Wasn't in band. Let me tell you how my best friends were in band, and I in high school I dated girls that were in the band. So I was a football player that went to all the band contests. So seen many contests over the years, and then my roommate in college was a band director. And so many times I saw band contests over the years, and you'll get so tired of
down 16 from
band
Liberty Hill
performances because they're all going to run together for you. They're amazing.
That's the thing. They're all amazing, and like you said, they do kind of run together. As a band kid myself, we would always go to the St. Louis, what used to be the old St. Louis Rams Dome, and there would be about 50 bands playing starting at 7:30 in the morning and going till about 6 o'clock at night, and then you have the finals performance afterwards. So
second time out, Liberty Hill.
So what instrument did you play?
I was a trumpet player.
Trumpet player, nice. Is it really hard as a trumpet player to play the national anthem?
You know, I was a second trumpet, so I had a little bit easier of a time. I was a little bit more in the background. I wasn't full first chair trumpet, but you know, it's not an easy song to play. I'll say that.
Right. Playing it by yourself would be nerve-wracking. Huh?
Very nerve-wracking, yes. And as a trumpet, you know, we have the egos, of course. We are the lead sound of the brass, of course, and we have to be the most presented amongst the band. So we are always having to be on point, and that just kind of comes with the territory. And, you know, the national anthem, of course, always so prominent at sporting events that, of course, you have to put on a show.
Yeah, Yeah, yeah.
Well, you're a trooper sticking with all band competitions, and you weren't even in
No,
the
and
band.
I got to be a pretty good critique of them. I saw so many of them, and over the years in my younger days, and having a roommate that critiqued them. Sack for Liberty Hill. And that's another timeout for Liberty Hill.
Last timeout, Liberty Hill.
Minute 23 left. So here's what Liberty Hill's hoping for. It's 4th down for Piper.
Down 18.
Here's what Liberty Hill's trying to figure out. They could stop them here, get the ball back, even if Piper tries to punt it. I actually just think that Piper's going to run it and try to, just run it. And the reason I think that, because punting, you might run a risk of getting it blocked, and maybe you minimize your risk of a turnover. I mean, it doesn't matter, it's 4th down, but you minimize the risk of getting it blocked and run back. If you put it up in the air, you run the risk of a pick six.
And we saw what happened with that earlier.
But looks like they're going to punt it. They're lining up to punt. Now, that's the best bet. You just hope the snapper doesn't. Well, as Liberty Hill wants, they want the snapper to snap it over his head. Then get the ball back, go down and score really fast, and onside kick again.
Running for Piper, number 7.
I think the key word there is really fast. I don't know if that's in the cards, judging by the offense.
Especially the way this. Yep.
Oh,
and they're not going to get any return.
We need to check the footballs after the game. The bounces too. Everything going for them.
Logan Urick downs the punt at the 16-yard line. 1st and 10, Liberty Hill.
Now they're going to be throwing the ball. You can't run it and have a chance to win this game, right? It's 1-11. They're out of timeouts. They're going to be chunking it down the field in un-Liberty Hill-like fashion. It's crazy that if they could score really fast, that I mean, it's a 10-point game. It's nuts. Yeah. It does not feel anywhere close to a 10-point game. Actually, they're going to run it. That's Ben Carter getting his biggest run of the game, a pickup of 15. The other thing that you could do, if you could get into field goal range, right?
Right.
Kick a field goal.
Ben Carter carries for
and
17 yards.
Then onside kick for a Hail Mary. And I'll tell you right now, all they have to do to get in Connor Hawkins's range is get to the 45-yard line. Here's the pass play. Harrison catches it. Pickup of about 7 yards, but they don't have any timeouts. It's 55 seconds and counting.
Pitcher's pass complete, number 88.
And there's movement. He's going to back it up 5. When you're in a rush like this, some of that stuff's bound to happen.
Penalty on the play.
False start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Under 1 minute, we have a 10-second runoff. The clock.
Wow.
34 on the clock.
It's just super tough, really, to go from sort of stagnant on offense, and then you get a couple plays going, and now you got to go super fast 3 plays into it. I think we're still trying to get
the clock fixed.
Yep, 34 seconds is what he asked.
Got it fixed. Sort of a Hail Mary up in the air. Fulford tries to catch it, couldn't come down with it.
Pitcher's pass to number 11. Austin's full broke up by
23
number
seconds
Chris
left to
Bibby.
go in the game.
Third down.
Well,
8.
Liberty Hill is in the playoffs. They'll be playing next week. And just looking at it, it seems to me they may be playing Ed Couch Elsa from down in the valley. They played Mercedes in the first round last year from that same district. Intercepted. Just needs to get down.
What a hit. There's a lot of, yeah, there's going to be some pushing and shoving after that one.
Oh no, it's gotten ugly.
Yeah, no need for this. Just a lot of pent-up frustration from both sides.
Pitcher's pass intercepted by number 0, Reese Madigan. Return to the 25-yard line.
9 seconds left to go. It'll be just one snap. And Coach Walker is in his team's ear. And I know what he's trying to tell them is this is not how we react. Coach Walker he's really going to be disappointed in his team's performance tonight, and he may be disappointed in maybe some of the demeanor of some of the players.
That's really the most controllable thing on the field is how you react. You can simply say you got beat one game. You can always control how you react.
Yes, Neil, that's going to be the game. The district championship goes to the Piper Warriors. Liberty Hill finishes second in district, and they move on to the playoffs next week. And stay tuned to social media and news outlets to see where and when that's going to be. And we will be there. Myself and Greg Ceriti and Jack Spina coming fresh off the band competition. He'll be able to tell us all about it next week. He looks excited. And but we'll be back there. There's not much of a recap that Tyler we could do other than this was just an old-fashioned whooping. Even though it was only a 10-point game, it was just all Piper. All Piper, you know, from the very first snap.
And it started up front with that defensive line, and it continued throughout the game, getting all kinds of push.
Harlandale Indians in the first round of the 5-5A UIL playoffs.
All that, and that is going to do it. So I want to thank you, Tyler, for coming and helping us out and filling in for us, and I appreciate it. Maybe we'll cross paths again somewhere down the future. So Tim Dean, along with these great teammates I have up here with me this evening, we're going to sign off, and hopefully you tune in to us next week for the first round of the playoffs. Liberty Hill drops this game 33-23 and loses out on the championship, winning the district championship, and finished second and advance to the playoffs next week. So Tim Dean, along with the rest of the Vype crew, we wish you a good night, and you've been listening to Liberty Hill Football on Vype Media.